Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Did you see the thumbnail? Makes me wonder what people are thinking. We're going to talk about oil, what would happen if they got their wish. The people that are holding the signs that say, just stop oil now, stop it. Well, what exactly would happen if we just stopped all mining of coal and oil and natural gas? We're going to talk about that. We're going to also talk about a bill, well, not a bill, it's what the Democratic Party in Alaska wants to do. They ought to just stop drilling oil, stop all of it. They only produce about 160 billion barrels of oil a year, cost thousands of jobs, and it's stupid. It is. Sorry, I don't like to call people names, but what else? What's a better name? Put that in the comments. And the first thing I thought of when I started reading the story, that's on Twitter. It's on our Twitter. One of them's off Yahoo and one of them's off the Daily Wire. You can look at it for yourself. Let me get down here. And talk to you guys because I want to show you. You preppers are going to like this. You're probably wondering what it is right now, but I'll explain in a minute. Because it moves here, it moves there. These are your adjustment screws. And it has to do with your pew-pew that you need to be using and getting good with. Why not? Tell me that. All right, plan on using something and doing something. If you ever need to do something one day, you need to be good at it. And you might as well, anybody knows what that is? All right, we'll talk about that in just a second. But let me get through this, because this is interesting. So, Alaska Democratic Party are calling for an end of all drilling. I've already told you that. The Climate Circus, or Caucus, whatever, are proposing a complete halt to oil development in Alaska. Like I said, 159.6 billion barrels of oil in 2022 would just go out the window, costing billions of dollars in wages and thousands of jobs that they could care less about. Because all they say they care about is the climate. That's the number one thing that we have to take care of, right? Well, I've got some stuff underlined on here, but it has to do with the jobs and all it would do, and we already know that. Somebody that, you know, has enough sense to like tie their shoe or, you know, something really normal like that would understand that you can't just stop oil. It doesn't work like that. This article will pretty much lay that out for us, and I've added some things like the politicians that are on this bandwagon: Bernie Sanders, AOC, Pocahontas, Old Dirty Joe, Justin Trudeau, and we can't forget about Smeagol, Greta Thunberg. You know, they all just want to stop oil. Well, what exactly would happen? It's pretty wild. This could be a very doomy video, but I'm not a doomy person, guys. I don't have a spirit of fear. Their plans are going to fall apart. It is not going to work. I'm not eating bugs and owning nothing. I'm not going to be a happy camper, okay? Got to be careful what I say because I've already been to the YouTube re-education camp, and, you know, I have to ask your opinion and just state facts, and that's hard to do. The not give my opinion part. I don't mind the facts. I really like facts. If we deal with facts, everything else is pretty easy. And fact is, can't shut oil off. Okay, if we were to completely stop oil, gas, coal, it is estimated that within a year, 6 billion people would die. The immediate impact of stopping oil, mining coal, oil wells, gas fields, would be, well, the poor would be affected first. I should tighten that up so it'll quit. The lack of power and heating would lead to the death of the vulnerable people first. I could see that. Food distribution would fail due to the absence of diesel. Diesel's the lifeblood of the economy. We're talking about total chaos. The population would begin to starve. Distribution, I've already said that. Urban world, conflict, slaughter, and outbreak of diseases would start happening, like cholera and dysentery, because of the lack of power, water supply, and sewage flow. You know, that'd set us back. After 3 months of living without oil, the people that aren't dead probably wish they were, and the urban poor people will start dying first. That is, does that ring a bell? Now I got to be real careful here, but who are the people that are always touting these ideas? And, you know, no, oil's bad, it's the devil. What is their ulterior motive? What are they after? What are the few, it's backwards, that want you to eat bugs and own nothing? What do they really want? Do they want less of us? Yeah. It puts me in mind of the Great Leap Forward, and it also put me in mind of a song. I almost forgot to tell you. I'm not going to tell you who sung it, but I will tell you it's called Rainbow Stew, and I recommend you look it up. Or you could probably just go in the comments, because I know I've got some people in there that know exactly what I'm talking about. I might even sing you a few lyrics. Let's see. One of these days when the air cleans up and the sunshine shining through, we'll all be drinking that free bubble up and eating that rainbow stew. I should never sing again, but thank you for being here anyway. Hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Like-minded community is what I'm after. I have been busy and I'm making these videos at night, but it's important. We grow the community. I've met the best people on the planet, and the people in the comments are salt of the earth. I can vouch for them. Access to food and clean water would be nearly impossible. Urban dwellers as normal distribution centers and storage facilities would have failed without electricity. After a year, approximately 2 billion more people would die. That's a lot of dead people. What are you going to do with the bodies? That's wild. Because they have starved and frozen to death, leaving half the population on the planet. The mass extinction, this could be a really good scare video, like, get out of town now, it's urban, you gotta go to the country. You know, I know that you guys aren't gonna do that. If you live in the city, you live in the city. I get it. Not everybody can live in the country. I understand. And things are about to get a little funky, a little scary, but just know we're gonna win. It's that simple. Doesn't mean it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. Yeah, so I'm not going to read the rest of this about how we're going to lose our survival techniques and head back to the dark ages. But, guys, yeah, I'm a prepper. I never thought I was. I always thought those guys were kind of weird, you know. But turns out having food, having precious metals to hedge your wealth, getting into assets that paid on them, that kind of stuff I talk about all the time. That is prepping, that is being prudent. There's nothing wrong with it. And I started the video talking about this, and I'm about to show it to you, but just know this is one of the ways to be prudent, and it has to do with self-protection. And I've encouraged everybody to get into it. And I have a buddy of mine that I don't get any money, nothing like that, for talking about him. The link to his business is in the description. And he's been peddling seed dispensers and seeds for a long time, ever since I've known since I was a little kid. And I started telling you guys about this, and the price of that stuff has been steadily ticking up. I don't know, I haven't looked lately if it's down or up, but I know supply and demand is going to make it go up. That's just the way it works. And it's something you actually hold that's physical, just like precious metals. You guys know Stacy sells precious metals. And that's not what this video is about or the channel's about. But it is a way to hedge and be prepared. But so is self-defense. When we're talking about a world without law or a corrupt law, Gestapo type stuff, you know, I often think about what do the people on the Gaza Strip wish they would have right now? You know, what do they need? Just think through that. And I imagine the price of those items are pretty high right now around there. If you can have them, you know, whatever the case may be. Really doesn't matter if your life depends on it. So I'm going to show you this, and I'm kind of all over the place in this video, but not going to work. We're not going to be going without oil anytime soon. When we do, I want some rainbow stew and some free bubble up. This, my friends, is a dueling tree. A dueling tree. A piece of angle iron will go right here, and you'll be able to lean this forward, and these paddles will go on the angle iron, and you can shoot them and they spin around. But the reason why I'm showing you the base is because I just got through building it. I designed it myself. And it goes this way and this way in case the ground's unlevel. You know, this side can stay down, this side can come up. And you can lean it forward for a 45 or a 9, a little back for a 9, or, you know, make it a little heavier. Just for the ground. This is actually from my father-in-law. It's a Christmas present. And I'll show you the finished product when I'm done with it. But, and I'm guilty of it too, guys, not practicing. Get busy, I'm really busy lately. But, and I went the other day pew-pewing, and I was a little rusty. I was like, man, you know, I missed a couple times, and it's not like me to be like that. I usually, you know, I like to be, I'm not the best, but I like to try to stand toe-to-toe with them when I can on everything I do. And I wasn't even close. And I'm going to build, well, I've already got one. I'm just going to use it a little more. But this is a cool Christmas present. I thought I just want to know what you guys think. And I'm kind of pumped to show it off because I've never seen one like it. Guys, have an awesome, awesome day. I'll see you in the next one. Later.